is something that makes me so proud. And when it comes to imposter syndrome, I don't think that I go through that a lot, maybe because I've always been a community person. I lean on my community for everything. You know, I really am nothing without my community. And that's why whenever everyone says, oh, Daphne, it's Black Pride, I'm like, no, we are all Black Pride. It's all of us. Because, you know, there's nothing I can do without you. And there's nothing I need to listen to you to make sure that, you know, I am creating spaces that are comfortable for you as a Black person, as a child. And one of my, I always say this, when it comes to thinking about your role models and things like that. If I was in the time of Marsha P, she's going to be my best friend. Best believe, I'm going to be riding with her because it takes so much courage to actually be that kind of person where you're actually fighting and, you know, protesting against a system and a structure that is built against you. So she would have been my best friend, but one of the people I really draw strength from outside of my community is somebody called Lady Bill. She founded UK Black Pride. UK Black Pride started 20 years ago. 20 years ago in her bedroom. And Black and White started in my bedroom. A year and a half ago. So I drew a lot of inspiration from her and just listening to the challenges and the stories because there were so many door shots. You know, when you believe in what you're doing as a Black person, regardless of the number of times you hear no, you know you're going to hear yes. I know for I draw strength from my community, from my people, and making sure that I center their voice.
And I'm a senior manager at TD Bank and TD Insurance now, I guess. Limitless, I think this is such a really great question, and when this came first on where I felt is limitless, I think that would have to be when I first met a Black leader within TD Bank. I've been with the bank for about 24 years now. For anyone that's wondering, I started when I was 5. So I've had a really long journey, and actually even before that, I think that I've always prided myself in the community work that I have done, and I am Ethiopian. I came to Ethiopia to relate to some of the immigrants here. I didn't speak a word of English when I got here. I went to high school, did LMS, and went to straight to university right after. Maybe I was a little bit lucky because I came to live with my dad, so I had that support system. So my journey sort of as an immigrant started there. So, yeah, I'm on a paddle. When I thought about the limitless, the question around when do we feel limitless, I realized that it was just such a personality fit. And I've had just such an incredible journey. Even in my last role, I led the Western Canada Black Community initiatives within TD Bank. But most of the opportunities for me came about 16 or 17 years later. And I'm known for performing. I am a top performer in every single role I've held. And then I met a Black leader in Calgary. She came in and she wanted to develop a Black employee network. So she was looking for all the Black people within TD. And of course, keep in mind, and this is about 2017, up until then, I honestly, I don't think there was a role that I held as another Black colleague within TD. So I've always been just me, doing my thing. I thought nobody noticed that I was Black, and I just didn't really focus on it. But outside of, my work, I focused on community initiatives. I was heavily involved in the Ethiopian community. I did a lot of work within the community, and they introduced us to Black Employee Network. She was my first Black executive that I've met at TD Bank. She introduced us to so many incredible people. And what was funny about that story too is that when she was looking, so the boss came to me and said, hey, so-and-so's looking to find where all the colleagues are. He's like, I think you should join this employee network. And I said, no, I'm not Black. or at least that was my reaction, because I didn't truly feel there was anything to highlight there. And then his boss said, hey, I think you should, and I told my boss no, actually. And then his boss said, I think you should join. And I said, no, I'm not joining. Like, just go find other people. I know it was like, go find other people. And then his boss called me. And then I said, okay, well, I can't say no to the big boss, so I joined. But what was interesting to me now as I sort of reflect on it, there were so many people that knew I was Black. There were so many people that I acknowledged I was Black, but it was me that didn't own it. And who knew, and looking back to some of the opportunities I had missed, or and even just reflecting on jobs that I applied for and who got it and so on, and looking at those scenarios, it's interesting some of the discrepancies of why that other person has got it who had less talent and maybe and so on. But anyway, so when she came in, we started doing a lot more within the community, started going out to community initiatives, started advocating for Black people to get hired at TD Bank. We started working community with, like, we're out doing financial literacy. And now, like in Calgary alone, we have 5 Black branch managers. Within the Ethiopian community, I go out and I look for individuals who have the skill sets that are looking for jobs at the bank. And I have about 11 colleagues that are Ethiopian, which is very small, but it's relative to the population. It's very small. A lot of Ethiopians. Anyway, so my journey of living this, I think I knew my powers as soon as I had a leader that recognized it, as soon as I had somebody that was willing to push me. So I think if I could share something about my journey that really connects to this question, would be surround yourself with people that are going to encourage you, people that are going to see what you don't see within you. Since she's come in, my career trajectory has gone, like, I can't imagine where I would be if she wasn't here. I held diverse roles, I was, managing a couple large, maybe I talk too much. And I held, like I said, I led the Black customer segment across Western Canada. So many more incredible leaders that exist within the community. And so for a lot of the immigrants, I would say, it might seem hard where you are today, or for a lot of newcomers, I guess, it might seem hard, but there's so many people that have paved the way for you. In these types of gatherings, you get to introduce you to so many incredible leaders. So do the networking, find people. If you don't know something, there's somebody that's willing, that has learned that lesson, and somebody that knows somebody else that will get you the information. So if you're thinking about something, ask. Senator for Newcomer, thank you for the invite, Deborah. Incredible, what they do, how the support that they have. But there's so many organizations that are working to empower communities in various ways. So find who that is, find where you need to be. And I would say, I think I've answered most of the questions, but yeah, I would say where I felt my limit is when I first met a Black leader. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hello. Thank you to newcomers for inviting me here today. To answer your question, if life had a subtitle, mine would probably be Miriam, what exactly is your job? Because from, I wear so many hats, over my head. If I'm not working as an HR manager, I'm doing workplace drama, I'm running aftercare. My name is Miriam Habibola Lawal, but you can call me Zara. Okay? I think one of the defining moments for me was founding Africa, right? It was a journey. So Africa Support Network, we support people living with HIV/AIDS or any other STDIs in the Black community. We don't have those conversations enough. Spreading messages, spreading awareness, spreading prevention methods, and preaching the message that your health is important. So when I started Africa, because it's a journey of 11 years, and I didn't get here today. I moved here from Toronto, and I used to serve in the community, Black Hat, Toronto, PPL, Pride, Toronto, I was sit on the word. I was always in the community. And my journey here today made me know that regardless of the story and the journey getting here, right, Black is being Black. Right? I turned a vision into reality. 11 years old dreams became reality. So I'm proud of that. And when you spoke about, or the question about imposter syndrome, I'm not going to lie and say I never had imposter syndrome. Moving to Canada, before I came to Canada, I didn't believe in that. I didn't think I had imposter syndrome. But when I started working here, schooling here, then those thoughts started coming. However, I was able to overcome that by the network of the people around me. By tapping into the strength, of my father, whose passion skill I carry, or my mother, whose courage I wear like a garment for my wedding, or all friends and mentors that helped me to get where I am today, right? And they have taught me, and from what I have seen regarding even this activity, people who inspire me to be who I am and to be better and to know that Black people is blessed, and that I embody that people who are able to work into any room and carry themselves boldly. Good piece of shakara with confidence. Right? Shout out to Wakefield, right? People like that inspire me. Shout out to my Baba, who, when he came to Canada, he started from his living room, and now he has a shop in Southwest, and it's expanding to Northwest. People like that inspire me. People that are able to hold their back and are able to live fully and become fully characterized. Those are the people I start my inspiration from.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Sherifat Akionwi, and I also work with Tikiba. Yeah, I do. I'm a cybersecurity professional, and I've been in cybersecurity tech industry for almost 16 years now. I'm originally from Nigeria. So a defining moment for me about being limitless was when I left my own country with 3 kids under 10 with my husband, and we decided to come here, right? When we came right in the midst of COVID in 2020, we landed and we didn't even know what was going to happen next. Am I going to get a job? How are the kids going to settle in? Is my husband going to get a job? Those were the things on my mind. But I just knew that I would make it. I prepared. I'd done what I was supposed to do. There were certain certifications in IT that are globally recognized. I did them before I left, and I just believed in myself. Right from the beginning, from my childhood, maybe I was a really good student, I just had a mindset that there was nothing I couldn't do. So I came with that mindset, and I'm like, there's nothing I'm just going to achieve, I'm going to do my best. The economy was bad, people were complaining about jobs because of COVID and all of that. And after 2 weeks, I started to get worried that, oh my God, I have 3 kids, I have to, bills. I changed Naira to dollars. For those of us that understand the exchange rate, when you change Naira to dollars, it's nothing but cents, right? So, and the point I'm going is, someone approached me from a place of love, a fellow Nigerian, And she said, so Sherifat, you know, what are you going to do about job? You need to go to Walmart and probably see, or you know, other places and see if you can get a job. And I just said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not dissing or shading anybody that works at Walmart. But I was the senior manager in Nigeria. I was managing teams that were managing teams. I had my certification, I had my education, master's degree certified. I will not settle for less. So I told her, thank you, I understand it's a place of love, you have concern for me, but I'm going to do it. So I put in the work, and just the following week, I got an offer. I worked with the company for a year, and after about a year, I had 3 more offers from jobs, all coming from me. And I looked back and I felt like, oh my God. I came from where I thought that I was going to go settle for the Walmart job to cherry picking which of these companies am I going to end up with. And then I went with TV because I like the diversity in TV. So that was the point of feeling limitless. And that really just told me you could do it. And many other things didn't happen. I got an award for being one of the top cybersecurity women in Canada. I got an award for mentoring. And so many other fantastic things have happened in my life. And that leads to the second question on imposter syndrome. Even though I had the confidence, I had the belief that there's out there over $100 billion of the company, and she still said it that every time she gets on the stage to give the talk, she still doubts herself. So imposter syndrome isn't going to go away. You just have to do it. Move past it. It's there, it's going to be there. It's just part of what tells us that are you able to do this? But your ability to move in and step and actually do it is what we get. And that's how I've been coping with my imposter syndrome. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you everyone. I'm so grateful to be here. My name is Akena Logan, and I am the founder of Watered Heart Counseling Services. So I work in the mental health industry because I knew that as an industry that's predominantly white middle class, right, as workers, professionals. And so the day, my aha moment, can I start by saying I'm nothing without God, right? I lean on my faith a lot. And there was one time that I was meditating in prayer, and that's when I got the inspiration that I must open up this private practice. And it's just like a bit like a manager telling you you're promoted. There's a bit of excitement, but fear too, like how's this going to happen? And so, but in that moment, the one question that stood out for me was, why not me? What makes anyone else different to you? Like even the Amazon guy started from somewhere. But what I realized is you have to see it before you see it, right? In order to have a new reality, you have to change the old mentality, right? And so a lot of it worked with my mind shift that I actually can do it. I started to believe in it, and that's when, a bit like fog when you're driving, the more you drive, you take the steps, the clearer it becomes. And that's how my aha moment came. Yes, I am a therapist. There is imposter syndrome, right? I came out of school, a lot was theory, but now I'm dealing with real people and life issues, right? They come to me as the most vulnerable. And so, and there's an unspoken sense of expectation from you, right, to help me. And so, there is imposter syndrome, and yes, my name, if you see my name, you know straight away I'm African. Even if you're Nigerian, you know my tribe, just by my name. And so there was a lot of, as a black professional, there was a lot of people that just be referred to me and they don't look like me, first judge me how I am. But the way I overcame that is I had to focus on my goal. Why am I doing this in the first place? And it's because I genuinely care for people, right? And when I focused on that, the fear began to drift away. The reason being is because I wasn't no longer looking at how you saw me. The more I cared for people, the more they realized that we're all human at the end of the day, right? And there's needs that need to be met. And so, I surround myself with people that inspire me, right? People do. Dennis, I see you everywhere. I love you. Another big inspiration is Bukola. She inspires me so much. People in the community doing things that are inspired to be. So I surround myself with that and continually be inspired by them. But I'm always grateful. So thank you again for the opportunity to just be sitting here. I'm grateful. Thank you.
All right. So for the sake of time, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to cut a few questions short. But I'm happy we could always get these answers from you guys. I think a lot of us, whether we're sitting here or we're sitting at home, these aren't conversations we're having as often as we should, and it's not like a bad thing to say like we need to do better. I think it's just now that we're aware of it, like this kind of now we're gonna make a difference a little bit, right? So my question was for you, Daphne. So you had How to Black Lives for a year now. Yeah, so we're have to keep it up for that. In terms of being a Black LGBTQ leader, what is the definition of intersectionality to you, and how have you tried to make more welcoming spaces for people who you feel are more maybe the forgotten ones?
Thank you so much for that question. When it comes to intersectionality, I think that a lot of us jump on the word because it's a buzzword, right? But when you think about things like BIPOC or POC or things like that, it takes away the intersectionality, that word in itself. Because me as a Black person, I don't have the same experiences and needs as an Asian or as someone from another race. So when you talk about intersectionality, you talk about the different identities in one person. So I am a Black person, but as much as I am Black, I am a lesbian. As much as I am a lesbian, I'm a Black woman. There are different intersections and identities that make Daphne Daphne. And I am not one without the other. So when you look at the Black community as a whole, when you put all of us in the same category, it's like you forget that we're all different. In as much as we're different in ourselves, we're different in our experiences. I, as a Nigerian, I don't have the same experiences as a Black Canadian. And so, even meeting them when I moved here, it was a culture shock. Even in the Black community, I don't also have the same experiences as Caribbeans. So there's so many differences, and it's not a one-size-fits-all type of solution or programming that we need. It's really not. Even within the Black Pride community, we're so different. But as much as possible, we try to cater to as many of those identities as possible. You know what I mean? Because they're trans people who have different experiences than you as a cis person, right? And so how you can actually create safety or safe spaces for those people. I say things like, the reason why we do the work that we do is because we are the ancestors of tomorrow. And we're creating the history of the future. So what we're doing today is going to shape, I think it was Dennis that was saying that, what we're doing today is going to shape the future of Black children that are coming up behind us. So even when I'm tired or I feel like it's too much pain, I don't have the strength, I lean on remembering why we're doing what we're doing. Because the only reason why we can sit here and say as Black people is because they're saying things that people want for us to be able to sit in this room. Right? For us to be able to stand, to talk, to really just be quiet and sit as Black. You know what I mean?
Wow, okay. My next question is going to be for Maria. And there is a word that I heard a lot of times, most of them are mentioning it again and again, that's community, and which is big. We need community of newcomers, we need community of Black people, and we also want to integrate in the community of Calgary, because now we're here, this is home, right? So I want Maria to kind of explain that to me. How
Friends, where I come from, they say, person will not chop, not to get strength to dance, which means if you do not eat it, you can't have the energy to, right?
And I think that
if they are deeply connected in the sense that it's like having African jollof and the Afrobeat band. Without one, the other sometimes doesn't, it goes hand in hand, right? And like Jeff did say, and I think Daphne did mention that, we are the ancestors of yesterday, and whatever we do today, we are opening doors for people that are coming behind us. When we have financial security, that's when we are able to, show up healthy in our community. That's when you are able to think properly to even write your certification exams and pass, right? And that's when you are able to have healthy boundaries, be mentally well for the people around you. So your health is connected to your financial stability. If you are still struggling of how to make money or put food on your table, how then you are going to be showing up around the world angry, and that's when we spread those unhealthy toxic vibes around. So you need to have financial stability to have a good health, right? And the social belonging is like the glue to it, right? Because you can have the financial stability and then also, have good health. For example, the work I do is support people living with HIV, right? Every one of us here in this room, we have an HIV status. You are either positive or negative, and you can't know until you get tested. And it's when you get tested, that's when you are able to make all the decisions for yourself to show up right in your community. So you're not spreading it around, and you're making informed decisions for yourself. Did I answer your question? At the end of the day. Okay.
But I also want maybe Galila can add a little bit on how we can connect our community, like the Black community, with the mainstream.
So how we can connect the Black community and the mainstream is we all have communities in different areas. Like we have the newcomers, we have even within AfroCare support network, we have newcomers living with. We have people that are there and they are doing their jobs and they don't even know, they just found out and they don't have people to talk to, right? We have kids, children that are born with, right? And we have communities of communities for youth people. I also support people like we're born with HIV. So how can we come together? And it's like events like this, when we connect, when we sit, a network of community leaders, where we can all sit at the table. We don't have to bring the seats to the table. We have to build that table and all sit around together and deliberate on how we can move our community together. Whatever we are doing, even with our differences, we are still similar. Our experiences are similar. Whether it's about representation in the LGBT community, whether it's about knowing what your status is, whether it's about your job, your mental health, whether you're a newcomer, we all our differences are similar. So coming together, this person is doing this, I'm doing that. No. We have to be able to accommodate one another. It's not about competition, it's about collaboration. And it's when we hold each other's hands that we're able to get to our destinations faster, right? And supporting each other, even in the midst of adversity. Because we already have people that are trying to pull us down and not get where we want to go, right? So why are we pulling ourselves also down? Why are we doing that? Why do we have different things for different, I'm doing this. Yes, you can be doing that. You can have that community. You can have community for people for different things. But at the end of the day, we have the same vision, the same goal, which is that we are limitless. That's what drives us. So why not come together and bring our tables and merge it together?
Thank you. I was trying not to say this, but I have to say it because have you guys noticed like we only have women leaders out here? I'm so happy to see all women here. It was an intentional one. Please don't make I'm sorry.
But I noticed it and I'm like, okay, see how things are changing and progressing. So I just wanted to know you guys. Thank you.
So, closing question, and if we can start from the end, just because I do want to hear from everybody on this one. If you were to go back just with all the life experiences that you had, good, bad, positive, negative, what would you tell your 15-year-old self? And what would bring listening to that person compared to what it means to this woman now? Yeah, sorry.
If I look back, I think what I'll just tell myself is trust, believe in yourself, and continue doing what you're doing. Yeah, like I said, I think my childhood, I was lucky. I had a very privileged childhood. I went to school, and but there were times when I was, how should I put it now? I was scared or anxious about what the future was going to be. So I think what I'll tell my 13-year-old self is keep doing what you're doing, give it your best every time, and yeah, the sky is just a stepping stone. You're going to do amazingly well.
I think looking back now, I was to tell my 13-year-old self is that I am enough. I think that's important to know. And that with life, that you never lose, right? You either win or you learn, right? The only time you lose is when you don't take the lesson out of it, right? Because sometimes you repeat the class, you don't want to do that. But you're enough, and that you just keep learning and going. Thank you.
Narrative of me to define the core of who I am at my being.
right? Speak my truth and stand in my truth. Always tell my younger self that. And to enjoy life. You know, I like enjoyment. Enjoy life. You know, because every place, every tears, every detours that I took in life led me here. So relax and enjoy.
Thank you, ladies, for the great conversation. Appreciate all of the kind words, and I do hope we all continue to take a lot of words from what this Black Developers panel has done for me personally. And I also saw the only man up here. But it's okay. Inclusive spaces, right? Like we said. So we'll carry on with the program. We've got a performance coming up next. I'll let Mary take it away. Thank you, ladies, again.
Thank you so much. And how many years of only here off the stage? Are we ready for some entertainment? Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm just about to welcome a very steady break dance group. And if you see these tables and chairs getting moved, it's about to get down. All right. So this group, I will let the young man introduce himself.
Hello everybody, how are you? You guys are having a good day?
Yeah.
My name is Edward Campbell. Pleasure to be here with all of you guys and celebrate. I currently have a program here in this beautiful place. It's been 2 years of sharing with the youth. The awesome thing that I love about this place is that we get youth and people from all over the world, and sometimes we don't speak the same language, but energies and good vibes run all over the place. So when we are dancing, we all get to connect together. The program that we're currently having here is called the Evolve Program with Noel and Apio in the room where the training room is. And we teach hip hop and breakdancing to everybody that wants to take the class. It's been 2 years of beautiful growth in between the kids. Sometimes I know that we all have to they show the ways of how to live on Calgary. I didn't speak too much English either, so it was very hard for me to like joke and be myself. So we were usually joking all the time and I was laughing and I could not say anything bad until I learned how to make jokes. And we've been dancing since 10 years of connecting together, dancing together. Well, we all teachers too, and we teach in different native reserve and dance studios. And our goal is to put a little bit of the joy of hip hop culture in the city. Just to get a little bit deeper into like what hip hop is, to be honest, and it's just like part of history. We have 400 years of flavor, right? Into now, right? A little bit more. And the styles and the culture stays on the Americas and find ways to grow from voice, from dance, from painting, everything. And it's just been blessing the growth. Jazz became the first sound of the Americas when it comes to the connection of all the influence of Africa and the Americas. And then we have a new one, which is hip hop, which it's like a little baby from coming from Africa and stuff. So we're gonna show you guys today a little bit of our new ones, and I hope it brings you good energy.
Thank you so much, Mr. King. Please, let's welcome.
Thank you guys. That's all for you from our heart. What we love about this dance the most is that we use all our bodies. So there's no room, mostly for young kids that are here. There's no room of me thinking, oh, I don't have to lay the shoes, or oh, I don't have to look like anybody else, we all look different. This dance and all the dances is about celebrating, connecting with your own body, and also making friends, making family. Como, residents of Calgary over here. He's Filipino. We got Farsan from Afghanistan. We got Lance. He's also Filipino, half Romanian. We got Mo. He's from Jordan. I'm myself. I'm Latino. I'm from Panama. We are very blessed to share this with you guys, and we hope that you guys have an awesome day.
Thank you so much, Next of King. That was amazing. Did you guys have that performance? Come on, let's give them a round of applause. So, our next performers, they're our youth volunteers. They're a little bit shy, so be very kind to them. And if you want to join them on the stage, to boost them around a little bit, we'll laugh at it. So, please help me welcome Rachel and Kayleen from Cameroon. African leader is known for leading the fight against British colonialism in Kenya and later became the first president of the country. So, now Kenyans answering this. So you don't even need a clue? Or can I read a clue to the others? I'm gonna read the choices. Number 1, Nelson Mandela. Number 2, Kwame Nkrumah. Number 3, Haile Selassie. Number 4, Jomo Kenyatta. I know which one I saw up first. It was Paula over there. What's the answer? No, you're wrong. One more question. Is everybody awake? Which African country was the first to gain independence from the European colonialism rule in 1957? I see a hand there. Whoa, yes, we have a winner. And they were led to independence by who? Who led them to independence? Kwame Nkrumah. Please, while you walk around our building, you'll see some posters of people who have fought for the black communities, people who have been inspiring to the black community. It is matching